Welcome to Arbapro Professional, a software package designed for the independent retailer or the enterprise level retailer. This product is a result of years and years of software development and exposure to the retail world. And as you'll see, there are many fine features in this software offering that will help you run your business much better. We're going to talk about this in two different areas. We are going to do a demonstration first of the software operations on the register, and then we're going to move to the manager's application in the back room. Managing your retail business is really multiple parts. You've got your flow and your throughput at your cash register, where all of the items that you're presenting to your customers are captured and tracked. Inventory control starts there, and can also stop there if it's not smooth and efficient and easy for your cashiers to operate. Management software that's going to reside on your manager's application in the back room is intended to provide you with information on what has been captured at the register, provide you with information that is going to allow you to price your merchandise more effectively, manage those prices, that inventory level much more efficiently, control the day-to-day operations of your business very effectively. We're going to start with cash register operations here initially. The cash register, as you can see, very vivid, bright screen. This is a touchscreen register. The touchscreen register sits on a cash drawer. The cash drawer, we hope, is going to hold lots and lots of money. The touchscreen register has a UPC barcode scanner. It's got a receipt printer that is attached to it. Has a customer display that faces your customer, and of course it has a credit card swipe. The register can be used to do multiple deep and detailed transactions, although as I said earlier, the goal is to make this as simple as possible, because the single biggest bottleneck in your retail business can be your cash register. If your cash register isn't efficient, your staff is going to take shortcuts, your customers are going to be dissatisfied, and they're going to leave. They're not going to make their purchases. So everything that has been put together here has been organized with the idea in mind that this is going to be as efficient and smooth as possible to operate. Your touchscreen register allows you to scan merchandise. We can scan an inventory item. Greetings and welcome to Arbapro Professional, the system that was designed by retailers for retailers. This excellent software is a product of about 31 years of exposure to the retail world, both small businesses and large enterprise environments. It's a product that is tailored very specifically to optimizing throughput at the register, which is your bottleneck, potentially the area where cash gets lost, and optimizing the ability to manage that inventory that's in your stock room and on your retail sales floor. You have more money tied up in your retail store than you do in any other area of your business, more money tied up in that inventory than in any other area of your business. And if it's not managed correctly, you're going to find yourself very quickly in trouble. Arbapro is intended to be a tool that is going to allow you to handle your cash, manage your employees, control your inventory, and as I said, see the biggest return on your investment you possibly can with all of these things totally under your control. The demonstration that we're going to present you with today is going to be in two parts. The first part, we're going to show you a bit about cash register operations, show you how easy those registers are to use, how simple the transactions themselves underlying everything can be extremely complex and complicated, but the goal is to make the functionality of it as simple and as clean for your cashiers as possible. Then we're going to move to the manager's application, and we're going to show you some things about inventory, about purchasing, about receiving merchandise, adding new items to inventory. We're going to show you a bit about the sales reports that are produced, identifying your profitability, identifying your best sellers, identifying problem areas at the register, physical inventory, customer management, all of those things contribute to the overall performance of your business, and they're all very, very important. To start, you're looking at the touchscreen register. Our touchscreen register is an all-in-one unit. It's intended to be as colorful and bright and as easy to use as we can possibly make it. The touchscreen register display is one that has been through years and years of cashiers and through various people that have operated this register. So it really is one that is a very good tool for them to use. The touchscreen register is sits on a cash drawer. The cash drawer is what holds money, holds lots and lots of money. The register itself is flanked by a barcode scanner, which is used to scan the barcodes on the manufacturer's products, or to scan the barcodes that Arbapro can print for items that don't have barcode labels on them. The receipt printer sits to the side of the register, and that receipt printer will print receipts for your typical cash, check, credit card transactions. A credit card transaction is typically a two-part receipt with one part for the customer to sign. The printer also will print the signing receipts for payroll deductions. Payroll deductions or house charges or accounts receivable is a very big part of the Arbapro touchscreen register. And functionality, the ability to track employee sales at the register, have those deductions subtracted from an employee's paycheck is a very necessary part of many large enterprise operations, from hospitals through trucking companies. The touchscreen register comes equipped with a credit card swipe, that is used to, in one set of keystrokes, is intended to do a credit card transaction. There's a poll display that faces the customer, so the customer can see exactly what's going on the register screen that the cashier or the volunteer is using. There are multiple different levels of security. We currently have the optimum level of security set. This is going to identify every single transaction that is done by the name of the employee that is using the register. This gives you the ability to see who's doing the discounts, who's doing the voids, who's doing the void-alls, who might be having some trouble using the register. Gives you the ability to look over their shoulder when you're not actually in the store, because all of this reporting is automatic and it occurs on the strength of that particular employee number. If I were to start a register transaction here, I need to log on to the register first and identify myself to it. As a touchscreen register, I am going to use the mouse here because you wouldn't see my fingers otherwise, so I'm identifying myself to the register, touching the 1, touching the 0. That is my employee number, and then I touch the volunteer number key here, or cashier number, and I now am logged on to my register. I just scanned a product. It's this really cute little Kentucky snow globe, the kind of thing that only a granddaughter would love. A mother would probably worry about a lot. That's a transaction in its simplest. I'm scanning the manufacturer's barcode. I pick up another item. This item has not yet been added to the inventory file. The messages that display are clear, very lucid. I respond to the prompt. It says not on file. It says heads up here, pay attention. Your manager hasn't put this into the inventory file yet. I touch the OK button, and now I'm going to move to the screen that says not in file keys. This button, because this is a touchscreen register, is going to let me move to an entirely different screen. The thing that I was just scanning, actually it's a container of Altoids. So this, not in file, the only way that I can sell this item is by ringing it up by price, $2.59, and then I touch my candy button, and it's now recorded this. If I want to sell somebody 6 stamps while I'm on this screen, I touch my 6, I touch my multiply button, I touch my stamps button. I can also sell someone a caramel. These blue buttons here are actually attached to inventory items. These buttons here are open. all they will accumulate is the price of the item. These are actually keeping track of the inventory in exactly the same way that scanning the merchandise is keeping track of the item. And notice here my lemon heads indicate that this may cause cavities. We can do some prompting of the cashiers with messages on the register. I turn to the customer, the good cashier that I am, turn to the customer and I say, is there anything else I can help you with? And the customer says, no, that's it, thank you very much. I touch my subtotal button. The sale comes to $9.10. The customer says, I'm going to give you a $10 bill. I can just touch the fast cash key. This $10 button here allows me to avoid entering 1000 and touching the cash button. It's all incorporated in one button there. So I touch that, my cash register receipt prints, my cash drawer pops open, and the customer walks out happy with the snow globe, the candy, the stamps, the caramel, and the lemon heads, which may cause cavities. Next sale, we should probably sell them a toothbrush. Register has gone back to locked. And once again, we have to enter a number, and we have to identify ourselves to the register. So I'm another cashier, and I'm on the register. This number is 99. I'm going to touch this volunteer number here. This next transaction is going to be a payroll deductions transaction. I scan that employee's badge. Here's Shirley Hester. She has currently an available balance of $93.78. And she's going to purchase, I think, our lemon heads, and she's going to purchase our snow globe, and she's going to tender this on her payroll deductions. I'm going to take these back to her granddaughter out there in Dayton, Ohio, and she's going to eat the candy on her way. I finalize the sale by touching the payroll deductions button. If we had been over the credit limit, we would have been alerted to that fact. It prohibits us from exceeding the employee's credit limit as part of the payroll deductions. Payroll deductions process does interface completely and totally with an enterprise level payroll package. We can exchange files. We can import employee names and numbers. We can import credit limits. We can identify new hires. We can identify terminated employees. And then once every 2 weeks, we're going to send the deduction amount to payroll, and then that amount is going to be deducted from the employee's paychecks. And so subtotal here, that's our subtotal amount over there, and then I touch the payroll deductions button, and that immediately real-time updates that employee's balance. Other registered transactions, again, very, very simple to do. My snow globe here, if I were going to do a discount, I can just touch the discount button. That is a 25% discount, discounts the price of the item by 25%. I can look up an item if I am not able to scan it. If the barcode has been damaged, I can look it up by its description. So if I wanted to look up something that was blue, I can just start typing that in, and it's going to find my group of blue items. Can't spell. There's my Blue Mountain greeting cards. This is the one that I want to sell. There. So I've done that as a lookup there. Customer potentially changes her mind on that Blue Mountain card. I can touch the void item in that, and that eliminates that from the sale. It's not been subtracted from the inventory, and it does not contribute to the value of the sale. If I wanted to terminate the sale in its entirety, I simply touch the void all button, and that allows me to terminate the sale. The cash register itself, again, is intended to be as flexible and as easy to use as possible. We really want the activities at the register to complete quickly. Once the customer has made that decision to buy merchandise, they want to be out of the store and they want to be on their way. They don't want to stand there at the register while the cashier takes 25 minutes to ring up a transaction. So all of these keys are intended to assist. We have a training mode button on the register, which will allow us to bring on new employees. We can enter training mode. Training mode appears over here. Training mode appears on the cash register receipt. anything that we ring up, including my Altoids, which are not in the inventory file, anything that we ring up does not become part of our activities or sales totals at all. So that training mode is a very useful way to bring along new cashiers. And I can simply, if I want to, simply exit. Reminders, those friendly present reminders there on the cash register. In very, very understandable phrasing, amount required, please enter the amount. I touch OK. I come back here and I touch subtotal again. It's now been pointed out to me that I need to touch my subtotal, and I'm going to use my fast cash button there, and I tender the sale out. If I were to do a return, again, very simple to do transaction. In training mode here, I touch return, so I can show the cashier how to do a return. And I'm going to return the Pepto-Bismol, and as a matter of fact, that return is going to be credited back to Shirley on her payroll deductions. Touch the payroll deductions button there. Need to remember to touch my subtotal, and I touch my payroll deductions button, and it's now credited back. So that's a little bit about the register operations here. We are very, very proud of our register. I'd also like to point out too that these screens are totally designable, that we can do color combinations, button names and colors of buttons, and titles that relate to what you actually use in your business. And these screens too are changeable and modifiable by the manager in an area called register configuration. And very, very quick and easy to make any changes that are necessary to do. We're going to touch on the manager's application in the back, and going to move to the manager's application in the back room. Welcome to Arbapro, a professional system that is intended to help you run your business better. This excellent software product, Gift 11, allows you to manage your inventory, and control your cash, control your employees, and optimize the performance of your retail business. I'd like to show you a little bit about Arbapro this afternoon, about Arbapro Gift 11, and we'll start out with the cash register operations. We're going to work you through a demo of the Arbapro software. This piece of software is intended to be very, very easy to use. Good afternoon. I'd like to introduce you to Arbapro Gift 11, a professional version. This is a wonderful piece of software intended to help the retailer optimize his inventory, his cash flow, his cash, and his receipts. Thank you very much.